It's time for your 205 live review. I ain't even gonna say hey to you. I'm just gonna tell you what we're talking about. And me, anyway, welcome in to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, where we're reviewing 205 Live for 6/20/2017. I'm excited for 205 Live. I mean, you got to be 205 and under to even listen to the review. So, Casey, I think you out. I think you out. Well, you said it's on the.
Are you
What?
Are you calling me fat?
No, you just above 205. I think you like what 206 and a half or something. So no, I think you 205 and a half, and it rounds up. So,
I'm 203, fool.
All right. We got this show 205 Live. I don't really know. I don't know what I thought about this show. I thought it was pretty good. I feel like though, like I was decently to decently impressed. I like the first little segment we had with Ty. What?
Decently, on a scale from decently to decently, you were decently.
Yeah, I go with decently probably. Yeah, I would go with decently. Yeah.
You said you were decently to decently impressed, and I was
like I would go on a scale. If we put a scale up right now, and it had decently on one side and decently on the other side, I think I'd have to go with decently. I think.
Okay. But would you go with decently?
I think I would.
Oh, okay.
But speaking of decently, let's jump into the first little segment we had of the night, which was the Akira Tozawa, who's talking to Rich Swann, and Titus O'Neil came up. I don't really know what Rich Swann and Tozawa were really saying. Like, was that English? Because I feel like when they first started, like it wasn't English, and then like it just kind of went into English. I could be wrong, but
I missed the first part of the beginning of this because I was trying to. I'm still upset with SmackDown, so shut up.
Because they took the thing from Carmella.
Because they built up really good heel heat, and they're like, yeah, let's take it away. And I'm like, bruh.
Why say just give it to somebody else? But yeah, I like this. You should go back and watch this segment because it's pretty funny. But
I saw it. I just missed the very beginning of it.
Oh, okay. Well, for some reason, it was like they were not speaking English. I'm not gonna lie, like it was weird. And then Titus O'Neil came in, bruh. He said, Rich Swann, do something with your hair. You ain't the Weeknd. I was like, bruh, I'm done. If you know the Weeknd, you understand what this man meant. And it was funny. And I always find Tozawa just hilarious in these segments. Because he always looks like he doesn't understand anything or know what's going on. He's just kind of here. like I feel like Akira Tozawa was here so he doesn't get fined or something. Like he never looks like he knows what's going on. And then I always find it funny at the end of these segments, and I think I said this before, or it might have been with somebody else. But like Akira Tozawa looks like Michael Cole in the doggone Here Comes the Pain, or it might have been Just Bring It. One of those two. It was either Just Bring It or Here Comes the Pain, the WWE game, where after Michael Cole gets done with the interview, he just looks around to both sides and then is like, I don't know, just shrugs his shoulders. Like that's what Akira Tozawa reminds me of every single time he's at the end of a segment. He's kind of like just looking around and like, I don't know what just happened. But this was funny. I like the Titus brand stuff. Titus also mentioned that he's gonna give Tozawa next week an offer that he can't refuse because Tozawa's not really saying yes. He's just kind of there. But it was funny though. I liked it. Casey, any thoughts on the first segment that we had that you halfway missed?
I missed like the first very beginning of it. Shut up.
You missed it all.
Shut up. But yeah, I just love Titus O'Neil in this. But part of me wants to know exactly how much Akira Tozawa actually understands English in general and how much he speaks English in general. Like, because it really does look like he has no idea what half of the things that Titus O'Neil's saying. I mean, most of the time, normal people don't know what Titus O'Neil's talking about. Period. But it just the language barrier makes it even better. I'm curious to see what the offer next week is gonna be, because he hooked him up tonight. You got the main event. He got that VIP section. Got that
It was
VIP
that purple rope, just in case you forgot what color the cruiserweight division was.
Yeah, yeah, and he got that little cardboard tub of popcorn. I didn't see any popcorn in it.
I didn't either. I was like, wait, are these hot dogs real though? I was like, these little chew toys that the dogs be having. Like,
I was like, I saw that at PetSmart yesterday. What is this? But, and then the weekend comment, I was like, bruh, this ain't that bad, man. Like, bruh, come on.
I was feeling the same way. I'm like, bruh. He was cracking me up though. Oh man. Then we had, let's see, the recap of Austin Aries, his little farewell thingy, which I was still confused on why he had to talk about his future. I don't know about you, but I was sitting there thinking, Austin Aries probably got one of those career-threatening injuries where he gonna be back tomorrow. Like, I was like, bruh. But we had the next match, which was Tony Nese versus Jack Gallagher. It was a pretty good match. I liked it. Freaking Jack Gallagher need to chill with that headbutt. It's too much. It just is. I don't understand though. Like, I like Tony Nese, and I'm glad they're trying to build him. But my biggest issue was that Jack Gallagher lost this match, because it felt like Jack Gallagher was just coming back and just trying to find a stride, and then nope. So that's the one thing I really didn't like, but it was a pretty good match. Also, I feel like when they had panned to the commentary, I feel like Vic Joseph and Corey Graves have the same hairstyle, and somebody need to do something. One of them, like, I feel like they too similar, and they need to stop. But I definitely like this though. It was a good match. I just was like, why did Gallagher lose? Also, Austin Aries was watching from the back, and I was like, he had a banana in his hand. I'm like, he don't never eat the banana. So has he ever actually eaten a banana? I need to know. But Casey, you had words?
So is it like the Usos, so you can't tell them apart?
Not quite. Not quite, but I mean, bruh, somebody got it. Something got to give. Like, they both got the same exact hairstyle, the same exact one.
See, I was thinking about that tonight with the Usos tag team match. Like, why didn't they ever do Twin Magic? Because like it would legitimately work.
Yeah.
Like, you could switch them out, and I would.
Like, I mean, it would probably work just as well as it did with the Bashams.
Yeah. Yeah, I still don't know which one was which.
One was Doug and one was Danny. That's all I remember.
Yeah, they was bald. It was generic looking. Which
But Shaniqua was there though. Shaniqua was there.
Yeah.
But Casey, you got any thoughts on LOL Gallagher loses?
I was so confused with this because like it felt like they were building him up to like, he's got, Aries back, which by the way, Aries came to 205 injured, was cleared for a while, like a month it felt like, and now he injured again, and I'm like, bruh. Like bruh.
This is like the first time too that they had somebody that was injured in the back just watching a match.
Yeah, like bruh. But I don't hashtag push this man. He I will never understand why WWE takes like some of the most talented guys that they have and jobs them out so much. I don't get it. So, and it's always the ones that the fans are really behind. I'm like, why? But I get like I guess they got an alliance now or whatever, and Gallagher's still somehow gonna lose because LOL, WWE. Yeah. But it was a good match, though, except for the fact that Jack Gallagher lost to Tony Nese that they're not doing anything with. So, like, why? Like, I love Tony Nese, but it didn't make sense that he lost to Tony Nese. It didn't make
We had next we had the Noam Dar FaceTime session with Alicia Fox. And just for the record, Noam Dar FaceTimes Alicia more than Casey FaceTimes Amy. Anyway, we're gonna continue.
Correction. Noam Dar FaceTimes Alicia Fox more than Amy answers my FaceTimes.
But I like this segment. They were FaceTiming, and which is always funny for some reason. And Cedric Alexander came up, and he said, this is over, which I was kind of weird. Like, I was kind of confused about, because was he saying Noam Dar and Alicia Fox is over? Or was he just butting in saying that him and Alicia Fox, like, that was kind of confusing to me. Maybe you understood a little more than I did. But, bruh, this part. Noam Dar said he was going to make Cedric's life a living hell. And he said, you better go check, the bottom of the river for your bag. Cedric pulls up his bag and says, "This bag? What are you 6?" And then Daivari comes in looking for his bag, and I was done because I love Daivari. And it was like $8 million, and there was only like 2 in the world, bruh. I should have known Daivari was gonna come up. I'll be honest. I should have known that Daivari was gonna come up, and I just didn't. But I don't know. That was funny. Casey, any thoughts on Noam Dar and Alicia Fox and Cedric Alexander and Daivari and bags and stuff?
I love the FaceTime. It's always funny. I love when he tells him to go find his bag at the bottom of the river. He's like, "You mean this bag?" And then he goes to Alicia on FaceTime. He's like, "I thought you said it was a gold bag." And then Daivari comes up. And I don't know if you noticed this, but like everything that he buys is somehow has 15 in it. Like his shirt was $1,500, his bag $15,000. Like why it always 15? Do you ever buy anything that's like 20,000 or like 2,000? Does it have to be 15? Is that a thing that it has to be 15? I just need to know. But yeah, he threw the wrong bag in the river, so there was only 2 in the world, two of that bag in the world. So yeah.
All right. Moving on, we had the video package on Gulak and Mustafa Ali. It kind of showed, their recent matches where Drew Gulak has won, both of them. And only thing that I was wondering coming into this match, even though I really didn't know this match was going to happen, the only thing I didn't know going into this match, or I was hoping that was going to happen, was that Gulak would win. Because I wanted Gulak to like keep winning, so that this high flying stuff is like, it doesn't, it stay on the ground and you'll be found, or whatever he says. I, I feel like I wanted Gulak to win to keep this momentum going, and then finally maybe Mustafa Ali wins at the end. But then again, probably not. Gulak wins the whole time. But no. But why would they do that? Also, Gulak lost his sign. I think Bo had took it. He in the entourage now, but I think he took it back. Gulak had lost his sign when he came out. But I thought the match was pretty good. Like, I liked the match. I just was surprised that Ali won. Like, I get the whole you gotta, I don't know. I get the whole like getting back at him and winning the way that he's won or whatever, but still, like, I feel like Gulak should be like firmly in control of this rivalry, and I don't know if he is with this loss. But Casey, thoughts on Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak and the video package if you want to talk about it?
It was a video package. You know, it was it was
Back
it
to
was
video.
it was a package for the videos. You know, um, I wasn't necessarily surprised that he that Jugu that what is that? I heard some ringing. Somebody on the phone. Somebody on the answer the phone. No, nobody on it.
It's
Any
Justin.
oh, don't answer the phone. Don't answer the please God don't answer the phone. But I wasn't necessarily surprised that Jugulak didn't win because it's 205 live, and you know that's what we want. We want the high flying and the flippity dippities, and
We
we
don't.
want.
No, you stay grounded. And what?
Although I did like him mentioning a top wrist lock, I was like, yeah, yeah, we want more of them top wrist locks,
Armbar.
arm bar. But I was actually surprised we actually got a match between the two. Like it's always Jugulak, you know, interfering or
Well,
attacking.
I don't know if I was surprised because we've already had 2 matches between them.
It doesn't feel like we have. It always feels like it's just an attack or something. But or maybe it's just because it wasn't on a pay per view and it should have been.
Cause why would they do that, Casey? Like why?
Yeah,
That would make.
I don't know, but it was a good match. I liked it. You know, I did.
All right, we had the Gallagher walking backstage, getting thrown a towel thing by Austin Aries, and they're gonna be a not an alliance. What they say? An accord?
And of course, he's like, we have an accord. Well, I'm a Honda guy, but
yeah,
I was like,
a loose alliance is what they're gonna have, and that the Honda Accord joke was funny though. I laughed. Thoughts on the Gallagher Aries Accord? I feel like it might end up in an Aries heel turn, but that's just me.
it will, because, you know, why would we do anything good with Jack Gallagher ever? Ever. I mean, they haven't even made replica William the Fourth yet and put him on WWEshop.com. You know, and that's something that WWE would do, but they don't care. They don't care. They don't care that Jack Gallagher is undefeated in MMA. You know, they don't care. They don't care. Sorry, that.
Okay, we're gonna continue.
Yeah, you know, he ain't been defeated.
I thought this was funny how Graves and Joseph were talking about how they were gonna go through the whole history of Neville and Swan, starting from last week, starting from last Monday. What? Like I was like, because I think it was Joseph that started it. He was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go through this whole, the whole history of last Monday." Like, I was like, "What? But we got TJP, basically kind of talking to Rich Swann before his match, kind of returning the favor from last week, which I liked. I'm interested to see where this is going to go to. Is it going to be like a Rich Swann TJP alliance? I mean, this would be 2 alliances in one thing. Or what's going to happen? I'm curious to see kind of. And when Swann said he was trying not to get attacked from behind again. I don't know about you, but I felt like TJP was going to attack him from behind for some reason. I just felt like it was going to happen, but I don't know. Any thoughts on the TJP Rich Swann backstage segment?
Yeah, I was waiting for the attack. I was. It's like maybe they're gonna turn TJP face again. They just keep turning him face and heel and face and heel and.
You know what? I think he needs a mask.
You know, you're right. You're right. He needs a mask, and he needs to be booked like Big Show. Just turn him face and heel every week. Just do it. Do it. But yeah, I don't know. I would be interested in an alliance between the two. because I feel like we don't get enough just alliances. We get like tag teams, but we don't get alliances where they're not necessarily tag teams, and I think that kind of builds a different dynamic with people. Also, you know, they go and turn him face and then turn him heel again because that's what they.
All right. We got the main event, which was Neville versus Rich Swann, which I was excited about. Akira Tozawa was given a VIP spot with a popcorn bag with obviously no popcorn in it. And I mean, they could have got that from a concession stand, bruh. And 2 hot dogs. They look like somebody, you know, they look like my dog shoe toys, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm gonna give you Neville versus Rich Swann. And you can't give it back. No take backsies.
Yeah, you know, just good match, real good match. Good match. You know, you got that boy in the one ring in the corner in there, and we got that.
How come when I actually give you a match, you never take notes? But if I was to never give you a match, you take like all the notes in the world.
Well, you know, Akira Tozawa, he was out there. You know, he was in his little VIP section. You know, he got that velvet rope. You know, he got that empty popcorn thing. You know, yeah. So I think, you know, Corey Graves, he just got hungry. You know, he went over there real quick, ate it, and then he was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry." You know, so they was in the middle, you know, trying to get him a new popcorn. You know, and maybe, you know, maybe because he's Japanese, maybe he don't like popcorn, so they was just gonna try to find him some sushi somewhere, something like that.
Wow.
Get him some sake, you know, something like that, you know.
Wow.
He'll come both, make it fit at home, you know, and I think that's what's going on. And you wanted notes on what was going on with Akira, right? Is that what? That's not what you wanted.
Okay. This was a pretty good match, though. I felt like the match was pretty good.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah.
I think Rich Swann and Neville will have good matches together, but I just had I didn't feel like Neville was gonna lose this match at all. Like there was no way. But there was some spots where it felt like Rich Swann could come back. I like the super kick. Super kick was awesome. And then in the Rings of Saturn, for some reason, I felt like Rich Swann was gonna get out, but he was just like, nope. You know, good match, good main event. I enjoyed it. Casey, do you have any actual thoughts about the match or not?
Yeah, you know that. Yeah, when he grabbed the hair and, you know, Rich Swann was like, you don't grab my hair. You don't do that. Turns around, super kicks him in the face. Yeah, you don't touch that man's hair. You don't do that. Nah, you don't do that. Yeah, and then, you know, he was in the Rings of Saturn. But you ain't never get out the Rings of Saturn because they the Rings of Saturn and they strong. Like the master lock ain't never gonna get broken. Oh wait, it was broken.
Well, that was your 205 live review. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and follow us at Twitter at ICW_podcast. And make fun of Casey for not being able to FaceTime with people. Anyway,
and get excited for our Tournament of Death review coming up very soon.
Yeah, coming soon like Nia Jax. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see you guys soon. I will watch it eventually. We'll see you guys soon. Hope you guys enjoyed your 205 live review for 6/20/2017 on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an Instant Classic. Come back here, right here, not to this link, but like to the channel for the NXT on tomorrow and Impact on Thursday. Then the Friday Night Fight App review on Friday. And that's it. That's it. That's all we do in life. But anyway, and the Tournament of Death review somewhere in between in there somewhere.
It ain't even that bad. You a girl. You a little girl and you afraid. It ain't even that bad.
It's not that I'm afraid, but I've been working, not have time to watch it. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Come back to the ICWP, the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. See you next time. It's the only podcast that is always, and I mean always, an Instant Classic.